I mean, think about the possibilities of putting Moana over there.
That just fits the theme right on.
Guys,
No,
we're
but
gonna
seriously, I
kill
think
him.
That's the best one.
It's
is
Christmas.
Buzz Lightyear.
I'm trying to be festive.
Welcome, Walt Disney World fans, to another episode of the Knotcast, presented by Knot Club 33. Last week's show, we talked about the worst replacements at Walt Disney World. Today, we're doing the best. My name is Steve Rhodes. With me today, it's Pat Neistat.
What's up?
Becky Wells is here.
Hey.
And so is the Disney Cynic. It's Bobby Burchens.
Apropos to the holiday season, did you know that in enough quantities, nutmeg is a hallucinogenic?
Shit, didn't. That's why you just use that little bit. Just grate a little bit.
Right. Because apparently if you just dump the sumbitch in there, that's just going to lead to a real fun time at the holiday season. Ow.
Yeah.
There you go, kids.
Spice up your Christmas dinner, folks. You heard it here first. Okay, we are jumping into the show. Many things have been replaced at Disney World. A lot of them didn't really go in our favor, but some of them have. Becky Wells, we'll start with you again. Your top replacement.
I am going with what I think is the obvious answer. Although the amount of time in total may be close to the same, I would rather spend it waiting for Guardians than sitting through Ellen. So,
yeah.
I mean,
so Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. Yep.
It's the low-hanging fruit, but I mean, come on. I mean,
I even have an ironic love for Ellen, and even this, I'm just like, nah, I get it. No, it's got to go.
Immensely better. I mean, it's not even.
I mean, it kind of just replaced nothing as well, because Ellen just closed, and then it's nothing for a long time. But still, same answer.
No, I think they announced it right at the same time, because they announced Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at the same time too, as a replacement for Great Movie Ride. Then they closed within like 2 weeks of each other. So anyway, but that's that.
It happens a lot because they have to rebuild something, just kind of like, Horizons and Mission Space. It was like a 3 or 4 year gap before something opened there. So I mean, there was, you remember people were pretending to be mad about it. Like, it was just like, what are you guys talking about? Like, anytime anything closes, people like pretend to be upset over something. It's like, nobody's gone in there. It's dead in there. It's horrible. And now you're going to pretend that you care about it. And there's like a line wrapped around the building the last couple of weeks because people had to go see it,
I mean, I've been going to Muppets for the whole time. I want the street cred. Just say.
We'll give you your street cred for
Thank
Muppets.
You.
But I don't think anybody's going to disagree with Becky in today after seeing what Guardians is, that the replacement is just better. And maybe we'll get lucky with Muppets. Who knows? Pat, replacements.
Let's see. I'm going to go to Hollywood Studios, and I'm going to go to the Muppets Courtyard. No, I'm joking.
Brutal.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen.
Thank you. I needed that.
Muppets was a good show, but what I'm going to go to is in Hollywood Studios, and it's going to be the Backlot Tour. It's going to be Lights, Camera, whatever it was, and then the Streets of America, and replacement with Galaxy's Edge. I think that was an upgrade.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too. Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Like none of that stuff did anything for me. So I get the nostalgia of it, and the idea of how the park was designed, but it just, to me, everything in that park is just the way it was set up. Like, I guess the design of it was poorly designed and just tons of dead ends. And for me, Galaxy's Edge is a big upgrade.
I would also say, just from a nostalgia sake, the problems that were kind of bad with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as a concept, like, I loved it because I loved that movie.
That was awesome.
Right, but we were Disney kids. We all knew that there were all those other kids that were not Disney kids. That were like, "Fuck, are you
what
even?"
is this?
Yeah, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I
what?
love Honey, I Shrunk the
Some
Kids.
bullshit. Of course we do, but like that. There's only so much of a market for that, and then that's gonna just kind of like get old. So
yeah, but it honestly didn't even matter what because I mean, if you're gonna put Galaxy's Edge in the way that it came out, it's just gonna be a mess.
Of course. I'm just saying that just to clear the air about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It had its problems too, So
love the show, love the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but the playground, the first time I saw it was great. The second time I was a little bit older, had no interest in it. So
my parents just used to let me and my brother
now if it was like
run around.
Yeah, if it was an attraction, maybe I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But a playground,
yeah, I'm gonna go piggyback off of what I said last show, and it's Stitch being replaced with an asbestos-filled building. That ride sucks so bad. No, I'm joking.
I think those are concurrent.
Yeah, it being closed it was an upgrade.
It's good to laugh. It's good to laugh. Yeah.
For me, I'm going Epcot, but this iteration doesn't exist, and hopefully it will get better. I'm going World of Motion getting replaced with Test Track originally. Oh, did I steal yours, Bob?
Yes, you did.
So you're saying the upgrade is what?
Yeah. Well, the original Test Track 1.0 for World of Motion.
Was that the one with the dummies?
Yeah.
Test Crash dummies.
Yeah. That's still the best one to me. But,
World of Motion it wasn't really my thing. It was fine, but that original Test Track was way, way, way better.
What was the variation they're replacing now called?
It's going to be 3.0.
I know. What was 2.0?
Yeah.
That was the last one we just got rid of.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was like Tron that didn't end up being Tron.
Yeah, bad Tron.
I just did not like that.
No one did. Not even Chevy. That's why they made us upgrade it. So that's great. I'm glad.
Outside of the straightaway, there was really nothing cool about that ride whatsoever.
At all.
Nope. Building your car that you didn't really build because it didn't actually do what you had programmed in.
Or
it was just like the fake
look like what you had made it look like. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. It's just like the fake buttons in Mission Space.
Motherfucker.
Is that where you're going? That's probably going to be your just to piss me off. You're going to shit on Horizons or something.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck off with Horizons. There. Okay. There's really not any other consideration out there as far as I'm concerned, because like Soarin' would be an upgrade if it replaced the land as a pavilion, but it didn't. It was an addition to, so, and every other iteration of most of these attractions has been, to me anyway, measurably worse than the previous one. So the only one that's left with an upgrade, I mean, but really, I can't say that that's better than Mission Space, even with your problems with it. I mean, it's significantly better of an attraction. It had the sign off of NASA astronauts. It killed a couple of people. It's a fucking thrilling attraction. I don't understand why there's so much hate behind it. I think it's because they toned it down. Still, I wish there was a way for there to be both, because I do think that Disney needs more dark rides, and I think that there should have been a space carved out the way that they carved out the Space 220 restaurant and everything like that, so that there could be a way to do both. It's unfortunate they didn't. I hope that they learn their lesson and they do something more like that.
Yeah, if we could upgrade one ride, what would it be? We'll go back around since we got some time here. If you could make something better or get rid of it.
Make something better?
Yeah. For me, I think they need... Go ahead.
We're going snake style. Go ahead, Bobby.
You know what? I would go with American Adventure. And I love the American Pavilion. I love a lot of the stuff that's over there, but even I can admit that the show itself is just a teensy bit somber, a little bit of a bummer to kind of sit there, and a little bit of a pain to sit through.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and change history.
Well, I know, of course not, but you can still find a way to celebrate some good stuff too. There's got to be something that we can find some commonality on, and it's not to say that this stuff is bad. We want to acknowledge that stuff as well, but this is what the best of us should be. Let's focus on that for a minute and try to get back to that.
Yeah, I'm going Carousel of Progress. It's time to do something with it. I don't know if you want to encapsulate those first 3 scenes and then have some type of different end scene where you predict the future again, or you laugh at the end scene and say, hey, this is what we thought it was going to be like and how bad did we miss? Or but it's just come time to where, the 1910s or whatever, where it starts, or the 20s, is just like, who are we talking to? Who are you selling this to? And maybe start in the 50s or start in the 70s.
I mean, you could still show you could still show progress, human progress, and change around the show. So.
Yes, yeah. It just depends. Where's your starting point? Where's your end point? Because when that came out, they were showing like a 50-year span. Well, if you go back 50 years, that's the 70s. Yeah. So, what are we, who are you aiming this at? And, like just the technological age that we came up through in the 90s and in the early 2000s, there's a lot of stuff that happened. You could do a whole new thing there.
And I
think it would be upgraded, but
this is where
Walt touched it. So,
this is where too the theming and the cohesiveness that was put into the park design early on, like, it becomes important, and then like gets crushed a little bit, because the progression of it going from Carousel of Progress to Horizons is an important step, particularly for like the theme of Future World.
Yeah.
And so when you lose that cohesiveness of going from one to the other, from the old to the new, like, it feels like you could almost fill in the time gaps yourself, in a way, as you're on the monorail from one place to the other. That's kind of, I feel like,
I get what you're saying.
The design was, and now that element is gone, and that's why I get why Horizons being gone is a bummer for a lot of people, and why I wish they would do things like expand instead of replace, because these things do deserve to be preserved to a degree. Not everything it has to be a museum. Obviously, we know what sucks and what doesn't. But like, some stuff we should probably try to save a little bit more and try to hang on to some of it.
Yeah. Well said. Pat, what about you?
Low hanging fruit, the Speedway.
So replace or upgrade?
I say, since they're going to have the Cars attraction, where you're going to be driving around, I'm going to say replace.
Yeah.
I think they could probably. There's a lot of stuff they could do with that land. I don't know what they would do.
It's going to cost money. Whatever, it's going to be a DVC hangout. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
That was just to get Bobby's blood boiling a little bit.
I don't know. I mean,
come on. Like, I'm already at an 11. Like, that's enough. Like,
is the Speedways? I mean, it's been there since the beginning, right? So, I think a lot of people would be upset about it if it got replaced, but I don't know.
You guys are parents.
Yeah,
you guys are parents, and
my
you guys
kids still want to ride it.
Is there something to be said about sharing that very first one?
Yes,
with everybody. Okay, so I think that's why it's touching on a nerve with a lot of people when you start to look at some of these classics. It's why it touched a nerve with me, and I'm like that weird next generation of Disney fan that wasn't falling in love with the Speedway. I was falling in love with everything that came after that in Hollywood studios, a little bit more. So those are the ones that are going to crush my soul a little bit more. I know Tower of Terror is never going to last because it's not a Disney intellectual property. Yeah. So it's at some point it's going to go, and I want to be the guy that chains myself to it because it's the best attraction that there's ever been. As far as
I think if they do, they're just going to turn it into the a copycat of Mission Breakout.
Muppets Tower of Terror.
There you go.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Unless you have to hear Miss Piggy screaming, and then I'm out. Hater.
Oh boy.
Hater.
Becky, what do you think would be a good replacement or upgrade?
Please fix Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin.
Ooh, I think
I enjoy the ride. I just need it to not suck.
Yeah.
It's long overdue. Just fix it. Even just
too.
Clean it. Anything.
I think it's gone.
I think it should.
I've heard speculation if they get rid of Muppet, if the Muppet or not Muppets. I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm not trying to trigger you. The Monsters Inc. laugh floor moves, then they would something with that whole build. And really, I truly think the only way to attack the issues with the Stitch building is to close off that entire chunk of Tomorrowland.
Yep. I would also say that they're dumping a lot of just all the the Tomorrowland part that they got installed in like the 94 new Tomorrowland or whatever phase. And I think that might be on purpose because that's the only place really that they have infrastructure that they can knock down and still build upon and then make a brand new land entirely.
Yeah.
That's something that makes sense to me to add to Magic Kingdom. Of course, my problem with it is that they're not taking that concept along with one of the other ones from this other park and this other park over here and just making them a fifth park. That would make the most sense to me. But
but they gotta.
I think that's what the target is.
Yeah,
they gotta
do something.
The area needs to be fixed
in Tomorrowland.
It should be both, though.
Yeah,
in Tomorrowland, they could. I mean, think about the possibilities of putting Moana over there.
That just fits the theme right on.
Guys,
no, but seriously, I think that's the best one. It's Christmas. Space, Buzz Lightyear.
I'm trying to be festive.
Also, update Spaceship Earth. That's the other one. Do something.
Just a little bit more.
If they change that out, that would really hurt. That would gut me.
No, like update the screens and shit. Like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Bring back the satellite. That was one of the
have all they're just you just need to give it a little TLC.
Throw some more tech into it and okay, I agree with that for sure.
That's it. Okay, so those are our suggestions and our best swap set of hats been at Walt Disney World. What are yours? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you like this show, consider hitting like and subscribe because it pushes us up in YouTube's algorithm. And if you want to be an animal, turn on those notifications so you know when we upload videos such as this one. For everybody here at Knot Club 33, we'll see you real soon. Also, update Spaceship Earth. That's the other one. Do something.
Just a little bit more.
If they change that out, that would really hurt. That would gut me.
No, like update the screens and shit. Like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Bring back the satellite. That was one of the
have all they're just you just need to give it a little TLC.
Throw some more tech into it and okay, I agree with that for sure.
That's it. Okay, so those are our suggestions and our best swap set of hats been at Walt Disney World. What are yours? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you like this show, consider hitting like and subscribe because it pushes us up in YouTube's algorithm. And if you want to be an animal, turn on those notifications so you know when we upload videos such as this one. For everybody here at Knot Club 33, we'll see you real soon.